I don't know about anybody else, but I had a fantastic sleep last night. I mean, not only did Arsenal make sure that we have virtually sealed ourselves into the round of 16 with a goal difference of 2 against Olympiakos, and to score 3 away goals. I mean, I slept like a baby. I think last night was brilliant. Brilliant. Now, I mean, there were some moments where we did try to shoot ourselves in the foot. And we did, and it could have been worse. David Luiz had a moment, I think, in the first half where Olympiakos could have scored through. Again, it was like the Burnley game. Just, why do you, just get rid of it? This playing out from the back stuff can really cause problems, and it's quite clear that teams have a tactic against us in that when we're playing out from the back, they're going to press high and make sure that they get us into errors, and at least once per game we wind up creating errors for ourselves, meaning that Arsenal are then having problems going forward within the game. And Olympiakos, they did that several times throughout the game, and they constantly tried to do it, and it was only one chance where it got them a goal, but it could have been more. It really could have been more. But you know, let's talk about the positives. Let's talk about the goal scorers first of all. So a player that I've been criticising quite a bit since he's come at Arsenal, Martin Odegaard, scored a venomous goal. I mean, it was Podolski-esque. This ball flew at 60 miles an hour, which the speed that he hit this in was brilliant. I mean, maybe not quite Podolski-esque, because Podolski used to hit them at 80 miles an hour. But, I mean, the goalkeeper just didn't know what to do. I think the goalkeeper thought he would have been able to save it by one hand, palm it up over to go for a corner. And it was just like, the ball was just weaving in the air, like just no chance of the goalkeeper saving this. And you know what? You got to say well done to Martin Odegaard for getting his first goal at Arsenal, because he's played, what, 5 or 6 games now, and he hasn't managed to get a single goal and an assist. And to be honest, I was quite worried that, you know, he wasn't going to get anything towards the end of the season. And I've been quite critical on that. So it's good that he's gotten a goal, and you have to say, you just have to hope that this is the start of more goals and more assists for Martin Odegaard, because if he's the talent that everybody says he's a talent, you know, he's come with a massive reputation as being the next Ozil or Modric, the next kind of wonder kid. I mean, he's not even really a kid anymore. I think he's 21, 22 now. You know, time to live up to your potential, and this is his opportunity at Arsenal. So I'm hoping that he uses that goal as a platform to kick on and do more, because I think that the criticism that myself and Martin Keown and Tony Adams has given has been nothing but fair, in that he doesn't look like he's better than Smith Rowe. But if he's going to do more, and I hope he does more, then you can maybe start talking about for another loan for next season as well. Maybe, you know, trying to work something out where we end up trying to purchase Martin Odegaard. But I say this is a good start by Martin Odegaard for the season. So I'm like, big props up to Odegaard in that fact. Now, second goal, Gabriel. I mean, this comes through a Willian assist, and you know what that means. If Willian's getting an assist, he's going to start on Sunday against Spurs, which I will talk about near the end of this video. But if Willian got the assist for Gabriel, I mean, Gabriel comes from a set piece, Willian crosses it in, Gabriel, positioned in the right way, gets a run up. Aubameyang is in, when I look at the goals again, Aubameyang he's in the right position, but Aubameyang just doesn't have the desire to want to go and just get that from Mvia. And Gabriel comes out of nowhere and it's like, you know what? Thank you. And it's just perfect, Gabriel. When you're thinking, after Olympiakos scores by El Arabi, who was the one who scored the winner in last year in the Europa League. I think he's 34 years old and is still doing bits, and it's been a thorn in our side. And I wouldn't be surprised to see him score next week in the home leg against Olympiakos. But Gabriel comes in and just like, boom, gives us the second goal, gives us the confidence that we need. Everyone's thinking, that's it, Arsenal have got it now. And that's exactly what I was thinking. And you have to ask yourself, how come Gabriel isn't playing a lot more? And I get it, you know, Mikel Arteta wants to give other players a chance and give them games. But Gabriel in the first half of the season was one of our better players, particularly at the beginning of the season before lockdown and before the whole COVID stuff was going on. He was one of our better defenders, and you know, he's been pretty much solid all season. He makes a few little mistakes here and there. Nothing on the levels of Xhaka and Leno and Luiz and even Ceballos. Nothing on that kind of level, but he's still defensively solid, scores goals when it's need be. And it's just a really good, solid all-round player. I mean, I started looking at who could be our defensive pair next season. And yeah, I rate Holden. I think he's a good, solid player. And I don't think David Luiz will be there next season. But you got Saliba there. You got Mari there. And based on everything that I'm hearing in terms of how, you know, Saliba been out on loan and Mavro's been out on loan, and what you see from Gabriel is definitely going to be part of our starting two at centre-back. It's going to be Gabriel and it's going to be Saliba. For me, in terms of talent, in terms of what they give us, I think those two particularly, they give you the most. Saliba more of a ball-making centre-half, can spray the passes like David Luiz. For me, Gabriel's more of a marauding centre-back, likes to kind of bomb forward. Similar to kind of Upamecano type, going up the field. You will see him at times in midfield, up front. Again, kind of like David Luiz as well. But the execution from Gabriel to score that goal was just phenomenal. I mean, just brilliant from Gabriel. So you gotta love that. And then when you all thought it was over, when you all thought Arsenal got 2 goals, it was great, 2 away goals, you know, they were winning, so you know that means that they could, you know, they're gonna go back into the second leg at home with a good set of positiveness to go forward. Mohamed Elneny comes on, and you start to think, yeah, he's trying to show the game up. Elneny who'll come on and do a job, and Elneny shoots from distance. And Elneny scores in a brilliant goal. Gives Arsenal 3 away goals. Fantastic from Elneny. You would think that Elneny will start on Sunday, but I guarantee he will not, because Granit Xhaka will start on Sunday. No doubt. No doubt. There is no fairness when it comes to Mikel Arteta. I'll be shocked, flabbergasted, if Elneny starts on Sunday with Thomas Partey. I really would be. But it was a fantastic goal from Mohamed Elneny in the Europa League. It means that Arsenal have 3 away goals, and it means that in order for Olympiakos to go through, they need to score 3, and they have to stop us from scoring, which I just don't see us doing. I don't see them doing that. There's no way I think they're going to be able to keep us out. Absolutely not. It's going to be a situation whereby Arsenal are going through. Even if we lose, well, it might be a 2-1 loss, but I'm going to go with a 2-2 draw against Olympiakos at home next week, because I think that the tie is done. Let's focus on the round of 16, and let's focus on the game on Sunday against Spurs, which I'm telling you right now will be a tough game. A player who I was talking about from the beginning of the season, at the end of the transfer window, Gareth Bale, is a game changer. He is the X factor. You know, I watched this guy won Real Madrid a Champions League, I think about 3 years ago now, knocking out, beating Liverpool in the final, and you have to say that he's one to watch out for. They are hitting form at the right time, and this is a bad time to face Tottenham. And even though, you know, they can be got at, and they do kind of make mistakes, and for me, their goalkeeper is suspect. Probably even more suspect than ours, in my opinion. I think Leno's a better goalkeeper than Lloris. But it just means that Arsenal need to kind of iron out all of these mistakes. We can't be giving away chances, and especially against Spurs, because it could be an embarrassment. It really could be. I don't think that Jose Mourinho will. I don't think it'll be that way, and that's because of Jose Mourinho's tactics. I think Mourinho's tactics will be to sit back, hit us on the counter attack, and I just think he knows that Arsenal are going to give him chances, to whereby he's got good enough attacking players and Son and Kane and Bergwijn and Bale to be able to cause damage to Arsenal all day long. Now, I was watching the highlights from the Europa League games, and I watched Tottenham ones, and it looks like Harry Kane does have a little bit of an injury. He had an ice pack on his right knee, was brought off for Bale. He probably was brought off for the North London derby. So you gotta say that maybe he's not 100% fit, but we'll probably hear by tomorrow or Saturday that, you know, he's fine and probably just needs some rest. But I'm gonna go with a 1-1 draw against Spurs. I think that's probably a fair result. Maybe it's a bit generous for Arsenal when you think of Arsenal's recent form and Tottenham's recent form as well. But I'm going to have to go with a draw. Against North London derby, I can't go with Arsenal to lose. But it will definitely be a tough side for that. But guys, let me know your thoughts below on the Europa League game against Olympiakos. For me, I am absolutely ecstatic with how things have gone. I think it's a brilliant, brilliant result. And it just means that for me, we are virtually 1 foot into the last 16 of the Europa League, and now we just have to hope that the draw is kind to us and that the draw is bad for Spurs and Manchester United. Hopefully they either draw one another, or that they get the likes of like Roma and Ajax respectively, and maybe we'll get Granada. I'd love that. Granada or Molde, I think for Arsenal would be brilliant. Brilliant kind of draw for us. But hopefully we get the draw to be kind, and then we can go and win the Europa League. But leave your comments below and your thoughts. And again, I'm sure everybody is still buzzing on how last night's game went. And obviously leave your thoughts on the Spurs game there as well. I'm sure that everybody's thinking what is going to happen throughout the game for Spurs. So leave your comments, but though, do remember to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. It does help the channel out. And also check out some of my other content, which will be in the description below with a link. But until then, I will see you all in my next video, which you should see in the end card right about now.